everyone, it's Eve Angeline here at eTrailer.com, and today we are looking at our Hollywood Racks RV Rider 2 bike rack here on our 2008 Tiffin Phaeton. Now this is a great bike rack if you need something to carry around your bikes while you are going on your road trips in your motorhome, and maybe you have your heavy electric bikes or your fat tire bikes or your bikes of different shapes and sizes. This will work great with that. This bike rack has a weight capacity of 80 pounds per bike, so if you have your heavy electric bikes, this is great with that, especially since you can also fit your fat tire bike since you have these wheel loops with tires of up to 5 inches. The way our bike is mounted to this bike rack is by 3 points. So we have 1, 2 wheel straps that go and mount it to these wheel loops, and we also have this clamp. Now this clamp can be adjusted around, up and down. It's a little tricky to use, but it works great since you can use it with different bikes with different size frames. Now let's dismount our bike. To do so, what I like to do is start with our wheel straps. So what's nice is that you can rotate them downward so that they're out of the way when you take your bike off or when you put your bike on, just like that. Put those to the side, then we go for our frame clamp. So this can be locked. I have it unlocked right now, which means that I can loosen it by rotating this knob. Once your knob is loose, you can then lift it up. Also, you can push it, make sure to hold on to your bike at the same time to give it support. That way this releases the clamp, and then you can take your bike off. Just like that, and you are ready to go on a ride. So we have here these wheel straps, and they go around your wheel to secure it. They have this nice rubber lining on the inside just to help protect your bike's wheel from extra scuffs and scratches, and see how it ratchets down to secure that wheel. You can also use these loops to adjust your wheelbase, so this can accommodate wheelbases of up to 50 inches. Now the clamp is a little tricky to use at first, but quick run throughs that you can lock and unlock it here. You rotate the knob to tighten and loosen this clamp. Also, you push it in order to push this clamp up and down. Now you can tilt this bike rack away. On our motorhome, we don't see as much of a use for it, but if you have this on your vehicle, all you need to do is take this knob out by loosening it, then take this pin and clip out, and that allows you to tilt it away when you're using it on like your truck or your car. Now this does add a little bit of length to the back of your motorhome. Let's see how much here from our back bumper all the way to the end of our bike rack, which is by the end of this wheel strap, and it sits at 26 inches. That's just a length to keep in mind when you need to maneuver around your campground or your parking spot. Now some motorhomes do have a ladder on the back, so I'll take a closest point measurement as well with it folded up. So we have it here. The closest point is by this wheel strap, and it is 6 inches. Now for the wheel hoop at the end, it is 7 3/4. If you want to lower your mast, what you need to do is loosen this knob here at the back all the way till it comes off, just like that. Then you can push out your bolt, hold on to that bolt, and then lower your mast. Once it's down and in place, make sure your clamps aren't in the way. You can then secure it with that same bolt you took out. This bolt then goes through the top hole right there, and it should slide right through. You may need to adjust your mast a little bit to make sure it has that clearance. Now this can be folded up as well, and to do so, you need to go over here to the mast near the shank and rotate that knob to release the bolt all the way till the end right there. Then you can just push that bolt out. Then you can take this pin and clip off. Now hold up your bike rack as you do so. So this is the position used to tilt it down as well as to fold it up. With it folded up, use this pin and clip and put this over to the end, and then tighten down your bolt to hold your mast in place. Now let's take some measurements with it folded up. So from the back of our bumper to the end of the bike rack right over here, it is 12 inches. Now for closest point, we have it here at the mast, and it comes about, let's say it's about 2 inches from the mast to the bumper. Now this does depend on what kind of hitch you're using on your motorhome, so I'll give a measurement just to help you measure for yourself. From our hitch pin hole to the end of our bumper here, it is 6 inches. This fits into 2-inch hitch receivers. Now note that this does not fit into bumper hitch adapters. It has to be a solid hitch on your motorhome. And this comes with an anti-rattle bolt that uses a 3/4 socket. There is an included tool, but I highly recommend picking up our performance tool with a 3/4 socket. Now your anti-rattle bolt does come with a lock. This is key to the lock on your bike rack, and it also comes with a hitch tightener. If you're using this on your RV or motorhome, please use the hitch tightener with your bike rack. My final thoughts about this bike rack is I do like how it has all the specs with its 80-pound weight capacity, can fit your step-through bikes, your electric bikes, your fat tire bikes. Now it has a bit of a learning curve with all the different knobs and things to move around and adjust to accommodate your bikes, but once you have it down, I think it will work great for when you want to carry your bikes with your motorhome. So that was a look at the Hollywood Racks RV Rider 2 bike rack here on our 2008 Tiffin Phaeton.